What is going on, everyone? It is Foul Play here, back again for another Modern League. So here today, very obviously smacking us in the face, I've decided I want to try a Leyline of Sanctity main deck again as a 4 of. Reason being, there is a lot of Scape Shift, Burn, Prowess, Storm even, and in all of these matchups, it's a pretty powerful card. Alright, I've also changed my aura base a little bit, so I'm including 2 All That Glitters, just because they have a very, very good synergy with Leyline of Sanctity there. Other than that, I'm keeping the mana curve low with 19 1-mana auras, the playsets of Ethereal, Hyena, and Rancor. And then we've got 3 Griff Spoons for that evasion, 2 Spider Umbra for that extra totem armor, 1 of Sentinel's Eyes for the 5th Vigilance effects, and 1 of Spirit Link for some extra life gain. So overall, we've got like 5 ways to block flying. We've got like, 7 lots of evasiveness, 6 ethereal armor effects, 5 life gain effects, and 5 vigilance effects. So that's pretty good. Looking forward to that one. So sideboard wise, I'm still sticking with Lurrus in the sideboard currently. I'm not sure if I'm going to continue doing that, if I'm going to have these Leylines in the main deck, but I figured try it out, see what we think. We've got 3 Path to Exiles in the side as well, 2 Torpor Orb, 2 Rest in Peace, 2 Suppression Field, 1 Seal, 1 Force, the 3 Tig, and of course that Lurrus. Alright, that's all of that. Let's get into it. Okay, and here we are for match number 1. We're versing Thrun Daddy, and we won the die roll. We're going to be on the play. This hand looks a little bit weak to me. Let's look for a better one. Alright, this is looking a little bit better. Yes, we have like a 3-3 on turn 2, but we have no other stats. Opponent is keeping a 7. It's like, if Leyline's good, this will be good. If not, it's probably going to be a pretty weak. I think we keep it though. I'm gonna like be a little bit risky here. We'll get rid of the Temple Garden, start with that Leyline out there, and then get that scout on the board, ready to do its thing. Now Wooded Foothills, I kept that one in hand instead of the Temple Garden, because there's a chance I want Dryad Arbor more than I want to just conserve the damage. Sacred Foundry, are we versing Burn? Swift Spear, wow. Okay, well, keeping that main deck Leyline there was a good call. Opponent not attacking in there, which is sort of interesting to me. There's potential my opponent could have a mutagenic growth here, and that's why they didn't attack. There's potential that they might think we just have a Rancor or something. I'm going to attack into them. I haven't been seeing many burn decks running mutagenic growth, so we're just going to assume they don't have it. Alright. So we did get in for the 3 damage there. Unfortunately, yeah, we drew land, so we're a little bit light on here. They play a Swift Spear, and are they missing a land drop, or are they doing something else here? Okay, they missed a land drop. And we find ethereal armor. That's going to speed our clock up pretty significantly. Is that an attack for 8 now? Attack for 7. So that's half their life total. And yeah, we'll play that canopy down. We'll look to cycle it in our opponent's end of turn. Goblin Guide. If there are 2 Goblin Guides, we might be able to stack a trigger and draw an extra land. Interesting. Alright, let's see if we can find some evasion, some trample, something along those lines. Alright, there's the trample. And this should be more than enough damage. Rancor for the win. Alright, so main deck Leyline seems pretty good now. I don't think that hand would have been winning us anything if we didn't have the Leylines there. Alright, because it's Burn and we're on the draw, we're going to bring in the Force of Vigor for the Eidolon and the Great Revel. Potentially we want these Path to Exiles as well. Weak cards, of course, being Core Spirit Dancer here. Neat trick is with the Spirit Link, you can put it on your opponent's Eidolon and make yourself gain life, which is pretty cool. I think we want to leave our green cards in. Let's remove a Griff Spoon here. So yeah, boarding in the 3 Path and the 1 Force of Vigor there, boarding out the 1 Griff Spoon and the 3 Core. Alright, we got this no creature hand, lots of life gain, but yeah, throw that one. This one is interesting. I think we can do better than this as well. A Leyline hand with no creature, no white mana. Alright. Down super low. And... wow. What is going on? I'm going to keep this. Like, this is 3 cards. I don't think we're getting a better 2, realistically. So we're going to keep it. We're going to keep creature, ethereal armor, spirit link, and hope to spirit link my opponent's Eidolon on the Great Revel, and then win with the ethereal armor on the slippery Bogle. Goblin Guide, here he is. Find us land. Fix this mulligan. Oh, buddy. Alright, well, nothing too exciting there. Let's see what happens. The problem with keeping, I think it was the 6 card hand, was the fact that like your only aura is Rancor. I think we had path interaction, but like overall I think that's pretty weak, like a 2 creature hand. Alright, well we're just going to concede that one there. Ethereal armor coming up next, and that's not land, so... we can mostly just run it back. Maybe we can... let's minus a path for a Griff Spoon and get into it. Alright, so we've got this 7 with no white mana. Otherwise it'd be pretty great. Oh my goodness, what are with my hands today? This is ridiculous. Going to 5. Go, well, we got to keep here. It's not amazing though. Bottom. We start off by, you know, dealing basically 3 damage to ourselves, so we start the game on 17 life, and we really need to look to find some sort of life gain effect, I think, or maybe just ethereal armor, so we have a quick race. If we find ethereal armor plus Sentinel's Eyes, we'll have a 4 powered vigilance first striker. Not bad. Alright, so let's leave this Hyena Umbra, leave the Griff Spoon in hand. We'll leave the Evasiveness secret for now, and attack for 3. There's potential we get blown out by chump blocking our opponent's creature, so I'd feel safer blocking it with 2 first strike effects than 1, because they do board in Wear Tear, or potentially Wear Tear. Some of the decks are also running around with Deflecting Palm as well, which is something to keep in mind. Goblin Guide, okay. So they have no white mana here, we can make a block. Alright, Force of Vigor, I guess it could be a Core Spirit Dancer. So we'll fly in the air for 4. Alright, now they have access to white mana, so this is where things could get dicey. They are just fetch shocking. What does that mean? Attacking with one creature, but not the other. Alright, we'll see what this reveal is. It's a land. I don't think we're that close to dying. At least this turn, and I really smell a wear tear, so I don't want to play into that. They're like post-combating a lava spike there. That don't you want to get the extra damage in with Swift Spear? Now they're playing a lightning helix. Okay. Oh my goodness. Maybe we should have blocked. We've drawn 2 lands in 3 draws. It's pretty tragic. We just have to try to block all their creatures here. I think we let this reveal first, but we could lose a Dryad Arbor into hand here, and then that could be really bad. Daybreak Coronet on top. Wow. Okay, that's a really good draw. I'm just going to look to block out the Goblin Guide here. Lightning Helix. Okay. So dead to a Lightning Bolt or anything equivalent. Rats. Alright, cool. Well, I mean, that was a bit unlucky, really. We mulliganed to some, like, through some pretty rubbish hands there. I don't think we did anything particularly horrible. I probably should have blocked their turn 3 attack. I'd say that was the only real major misplay during that entire game, though. Sort of, yeah, little bit unlucky there. Alright, so we're going to jump into match number 2 here. Looks like we lost the die roll this time, versing Reanimator Fiend. And what is with these hands today? Alright, let's mulligan this one. This looks like a keep. We can bottom the Dryad Arbor and get into it. Opponent keeping a 7, by the way. Scalding Tarn into Stomping Ground, into we're versing Dredge. Alright, well, Daybreak Coronet is a really excellent card against Dredge. And would you look at it? Here, we've got 2 copies of the card. Alright, first Creeping Chill getting in there, doing its thing. And 1 Prized Amalgam in the yard as well. Narcomoeba, so that means they get back a Prized Amalgam. And they've got a Duckmore Salvage in the graveyard as well, which does Dredge for 2. Another Narcomoeba off of the Shriekhorn active. I need a few more cards in the graveyard to Ox. Escape the Ox. So it could just be a Cathartic Reunion from hand here now. Life from the Loam. Okay, that's not too scary. Hey, look, we can save a little bit more life. Let's start attacking. It's very unlikely our opponent kills us this turn, and obviously a 3-3 without first strike is not a very good blocker. So our opponent does actually let that damage just go through though, which I'm pretty happy to see. Alright, now we did have a Shriekhorn active, which did mill a couple of cards. They're escaping the Ox now though. Wow, and they hit 2 Dredge cards off the first thing. That's pretty OP. Alright, looks like they're the Bloodghast Guild, not the Silver Smoke Ghoul version. Is that 2 conflagrates in the main deck? It is. Haven't seen them in a hot minute. Sentinel's Eyes? Okay. So just a reminder, we're going to get extra stats off our All That Glitters. And yeah. So nice little attack for 9 here. Put us back up to 20. And our opponent's probably going to have a lot of trouble winning through this. They decide to block with the Ox. They can, of course, escape that Ox again. Alright, so Ox coming back. Let's see how hard it rolls. Currently, they've only had 1 Creeping Chill. They also haven't been hitting their big Dredge cards. They've only been hitting like these Life from Loams that dredge 3, as opposed to like a Stinkweed Imp which dredges 4 or 5. I think the Thug is 5 actually, and the Thug is 4, so the Stinkweed Imp is 5. Well, they've hit them all now. I think it's a little bit late for them though. We've got like just way too much life gain online here. Another 2 Creeping Chills, not really going to matter too much. They're down to 12 cards in their library. Their army's not really going to get much bigger. They can't conflagrate our face because of Leyline of Sanctity. We just got unlocked here in game 1 at least. Magic gods are smiling during this game. We had to, mulligan a little bit, but it's definitely worked out. I can't imagine a world where they can win this turn from here through us gaining an additional 13 life during blocks. I guess there's potential for our opponent to conflagrate their own creature, but that's sorcery, not instant, so they can't even do that. But yeah, during combat, there's potential maybe a lightning axe to... So we'll definitely block the Ox no matter what. And then they might lightning axe the Ox in response. But we're on 25 regardless. They escaping another Ox from the grave. They've only got 9 cards left in their library. They're almost out of resources. Fortunately, like, even if they leave back a million jump blockers, we've got first strike. We can kill the 2 Oxes off first, and then there's no way that his prized amalgams kill our scout. Even though we've got like a million toughness, we can probably kill every creature on his board. 2 cards left. I've only seen 3 Creeping Chills. Does that mean 1's in hand? He shocked in the Blood Crypt, really? Alright, Narcomoebas on beatdown. Well, okay, 3 of the 4 Narcomoebas on beatdown. A little bit odd. Alright, attack in for 17. Opponent can jump block with an Archamoeba. Then I guess they can look to escape an Ox later on. Dark Blast his own Archamoeba. Okay, him leaving one back makes a little bit more sense now. I doubt that Dark Blast is going to do much to us blocking his prized amalgam though. Blocking his Ox, pardon me. So they can have a lightning axe here. Alright, well we just gained life up to 39. And we should be able to kill on Crackback. Cool. Opponent concedes. So lightning axe would have actually killed us there. Alright, so obviously Rest in Peace is very good here. Torpor Orb, sort of 50-50. Leyline of Sanctity, you can leave in because they can have like 3 Thoughtseize in the sideboard. So that's potential. I don't know if Torpor Orb's good enough for me to want to remove the Leylines. So maybe we can look at removing things like All That Glitters instead, leaving the Torpor Orbs in the sideboard. So All That Glitters out, Rest in Peace in, and that should probably do it. Maybe our Griff Spoon's not the most exciting aura. I'll go one Griff Spoon out, one All That Glitters out. Alright, well we've got this hand with a Rest in Peace. No creature, but we can fetch a Dryad Arbor. I think, given it's got a whole bunch of good auras on top of the graveyard hate, it's probably worth a keep. But there's definitely worlds where we lose with a hand like this. Opponent has mulligan to 6. You never know. If they did board in like a bunch of Thoughtseize, we might just shut them down with this Leyline. Another Shriekhorn, turn 1. Find the Spirit Link? Okay. Play out our Windswept Teeth. If we drew a different land, I'd probably save my Windswept Teeth until turn 3. Thoughtseize milled. Alright, well we did make the right call on the Thoughtseize, I suppose. Wow, he's got double Stinkweed Imp in the yard now, and an Ox. Abrupt Decay's been sideboarded in. And here comes the Cathartic Reunion. Discarding triple life from the loam. Triggering Narcomoeba, and they're going to get back 1 prized amalgam. Oh wait, they've got 3 Narcomoebas now. And 1 prized amalgam. It's not a bad turn. Haven't seen any Dark Blast yet, but Dark Blast could get us pretty bad. I think we want to gamble on the Dryad Arbor. Might lose us the game if they kill it and then we draw a Core Spirit Dancer, but I kind of want to have a creature because he has a reasonable board state right now. Alright, Rest in Peace, get rid of all that garbage. Let's see if he deals with Dryad or not. We got a 9. That's pretty low. Let's try for that Ethereal Armor. Okay. So currently he's got 6 damage. We're on 8 life. We probably want to block the prized amalgam. Could be a little bit weak if he's got like a Nature's Claim. We've missed like 2 land drops in a row now though. Well, actually we missed 1 land drop, but we missed out on drawing land for I guess 3 turns in a row. Makes the game a little bit precarious. Dark Blast on the Dried Arbor. Nature's Claim away. The rest in peace. Alright, we're pretty much dead now. Alright, cool. No more lands, no more creatures. Yeah, not quite there. There's potential for us to put Spider Arbor down and avoid that whole Dark Blast Nature's Claim line, I suppose. But I don't think we would have won off of the strength of Spirit Link. I think we potentially run it back. Potentially we take out these Leylines, actually. If we take out these Leylines, we get access to Lurus. We can bring in these Torporobs now that we're on the play, and they'll shut down. Like, the Narcomoebas won't trigger the prized amalgams anymore, essentially. So, like, prized amalgams will have to be hardcast for, what is it, 5 mana? Or are they a 3 mana creature? I forget. Something along those lines. Ooh. Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and keep this one. Got a relatively pain-free hand that has life gain in it, and, you know, Ethereal Armor, which is really good aura too. I would like to see... let's go Poster Boy Boggle. Big choices here. I'd like to see some sort of Rancor for Trample, or Gristburn for Evasion here as well. Oh, has he got the Thoughtseers? Fucking sly dog, man. Even after getting Leyline 2 games in a row, he still goes off the strength of Thoughtseers. Takes away the Ethereal Armor. Alright, let's see a Rest in Peace here, although we'd lose our enchantment. It's a pretty good one. Alright, in for 3. Hope he doesn't have more Thoughtseers. Him doing that Thoughtseers there is sending back like a full turn as well. I get his deck's going to be explosive regardless, but it does set him back. Cathartic Reunion. Discarding Bloodghast Prized Amalgam. He didn't discard a Dredger. That seems very odd. Alright, I can potentially get 2 for 1 by Nature's Claim, but then I can just Lurus. There was in consideration to put Lurus to hand there, but I think I want to make him have it. He's all the way down to 4 right now. After Fetch Shock Thoughtseers, and I'll just Shock Thoughtseers, Shock Stomping Ground. I am shocked he's on 2. How? He's taken 6, 7, 8 damage from himself. We didn't deal that much, did we? Another Cathartic Reunion. He does know what trample means, right? Opponent concedes. Alright, well, good wins are good. I'm going to play one more game today, guys. And then I'll finish off the other 2 for tomorrow's content. So far, I'm liking the Leyline of Sanctity, though. Seems pretty decent to me. All That Glitters is semi-reasonable as well. I wouldn't say it's been fantastic. I wouldn't say it's been horrible. A quick reminder though, if you are new here and do enjoy the content, be sure to subscribe to help support the channel and keep all the good stuff coming. So thanks for that. Yeah, and on top of all of that, I'm probably going to start from this week looking at doing a channel update. I'm going to look to change the time I'm uploading my videos, probably to something like 12 hours different to what it is at the moment. I've also started streaming on YouTube in conjunction with Twitch, which means I'm going to look to be streaming at 7 PM on Tuesdays, Thursdays. And I'm going to also be looking to yeah, just change it so that maybe I get some decent views, live views and all of that. So match number 3 versus J Bender 370, and opponent concedes to the Leyline of Sanctity. Normally when your opponent does this, they're on Storm. I'll just say that much. It's usually Storm. I'm going to bring in these Rest in Peace. And some Gadok Tig. And then we can just take out all that glitters and Core Spirit Dancer, and that should be pretty decent against Storm. Old big balls call here. Just hard assuming what we're versing. It could have been Burn. Usually the Burn players try and play it out though. The Storm players are the ones that want to cheat the information. Well, we do have a hate card for against them, which is Gadok Teague. I think it's probably decent enough to keep this hand. It's a little bit land heavy. Oh, is it actually Burn? Damn. Alright, we got next leveled. We've really got next leveled. I've never had it happen before where it's been a Burn player that concedes to turn 1 Leyline. Alright. Rift Bolt suspended. Attacking for 1. Did my opponent miss a land drop? Alright, well let's just go in on Dryad Arbor here. We're going to be able to give it Totem Armor. And also put a Rancor down. Hey Gadok Tig, how you doing, buddy? So the Rift Bolt can remove the Totem Armor, which obviously would be unfortunate, and then he'd need a second burn spell that can target a creature here. He's hit his land drop, so that puts it up to Searing Blaze, Lightning Helix as well. He's even just got the Lightning Bolt. Alright, we lose our Dryad Arbor, our Rancor comes back. We're definitely not that close to dead though, because 6 points of his burn have gone to my creature and not to my face, so we do have some wiggle room to get back into it. Skewer the critics. Dang, man. Or we could just draw a Glade Cover Scout and rejoice. At the moment, I'd still say my opponent's the beatdown. Eidolon of the Great Revel. Alright, let's leave back blockers and look to stall the game until hopefully we can find some life gain. And we're just very weak to our opponent having a Wear Tear, removing the Ethereal Armor and killing our creature. Because if he attacks, we are certainly blocking. If we fetch here, we're dead to double Boros Charm. We're probably better off not fetching. Alright, Ethereal Armor's not bad. There's one Boros Charm. Alright, so now we need no Lightning Bolt effect or we can't play another Aura. Goblin Guide. Another Goblin Guide. So we take 5 no matter what. And what was revealed? Spider Umbra. I guess in between the triggers we could crack, but we're dead to exactly 0 anyway. Alright, so obviously Gadok Tig and Rest in Peace are probably not the best here. We're going to bring in these Path to Exiles. And I'm going to go gonna look to bring in the Force of Vigor as well, and we bring back in one All That Glitters. So that'll do. Submit that one. Alright, and this has got life gain, and it's got Eidolon Destruction and Creature Destruction. It's not amazing, but it's definitely a keep. It's like a pretty medium 7, but I'd say it's better to have this guaranteed than mulligan to like a bad 6 and a bad 5 and then be resource light. Alright, so turn 1 we start off by helping our opponent. They suspend a Rift Bolt. Leyline of Sanctity coming in clutch here. Alright, well, let's throw down this Rancor and start attacking our opponent. We have missed a land drop here. I'll leave the Spirit Link in hand for now, because my opponent might have an Eidolon of the Great Revel, and I'll be wanting to put Spirit Link on Eidolon. Maybe I force the Eidolon Spirit Link attack, but then I'm still soft because I don't have any first strike. Go on, do your Eidolon. Sign your own fate. Oh, Lightning Bolt? Okay. More Lightning Bolts? Alright, we're getting this Spirit Link out this turn. Alright, we're back up to 11. 3 bolts will be 9 damage, so we can't die this turn. I guess we want to yield until the next end step. We might want to Force of Vigor and Eidolon of the Great Revel. Not a bad find. Alright, we'll attack on in. Skullcrack. Alright. This one's close. This one's really close. We've drawn like a lot of noise and no hard-hitting auras, and our opponent obviously hasn't had Eidolon of the Great Revel. They've just had a whole bunch of burn spells to the face. Shard Volley. Okay. Boros Charm? Yikes, man. We're to 1. As in GG we win or GG we lose? Oh, opponent concedes? Wow. We had a whole bunch of nothing good in hand here. Holy smokes, man. That was a close one. Bogle on top as well. Well, yeah, that's a real close one, guys. Definitely good to get the victory there, though. Yeah, we're gonna wrap things up here. Hope you all enjoyed what you saw. If you did, be sure to let me know what you think below. As always, have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Cheers all.